So when I was little, my family, and by my family I really mean my mother, was super into Christmas. And she wanted her children to believe in Santa Claus like it was no one's business. So every Christmas we would decorate these little clay pots, draw on them, paint them, and we put little carrots in them for the reindeer to eat while Santa Claus was going down the chimney and delivering the presents because we didn't want the reindeer to get bored. And we do the standard milk and cookies, and we usually gave Santa Claus skim milk, and we've been giving him skim milk for a couple of years, and then he wrote us back a note, and he said, Cheatham family, I'm really appreciative for the skim milk, but I really prefer whole milk. So then, naturally, we bought whole milk for Santa Claus every Christmas, even though no one in our family drank whole milk. These were the kind of things that my mom did for her children to believe in Santa Claus. And one Christmas, I remember, it was when I was 7, I woke up and I was so excited to go downstairs and look at my presents, and I go down, and my mom is in this huge, kerfuffle, and she's so frantic, she's so upset at Santa Claus, and she's like, Brooke, did you see what Santa Claus did? And I look down, and from the fireplace to the Christmas tree are little boot prints from the ash from the fireplace that Santa Claus didn't clean up after himself. So she has to go sweeping across, and she's so angry at him. And of course, she had planted this the night before after I went to sleep, unbeknownst to me. So around when I was 8 was when, my classmates start telling me, Brooke, Santa Claus isn't real. Like, why do you believe in him? My older brother Tommy, he told me he's not real. You need to know he's not real. So I start questioning if Santa Claus really isn't real, but all these things have been happening. And right about when I'm starting to question if Santa Claus is real or not, I start having question in my faith. And I guess I should backtrack a little bit in terms of my dad is Jewish and my mom is Christian. And so when they raised my brother and I, it wasn't really decided what religion we were going to be brought up as, so it was really left up to us. And so I, as my 8-year-old self, didn't really know what I believed in. But I knew I believed in Santa Claus, so my 8-year-old brain decided it really did make sense that if Santa Claus was real, well then God's real. So I made this little hypothesis in my mind, unbeknownst to my mom, and around Christmas time we went to the mall, which was standard, and I sat on Santa Claus's lap, and he asked me what I wanted for Christmas. And I told him I wanted a baby. And he gets all concerned. He goes, you're only 8 years old, little girl. Like, you can't have a baby. And I'm like, no, Santa Claus, I mean a baby doll. He's like, oh, okay. And my mom's standing right beside me when this happens. And so she obviously goes out and she buys one of those anatomically correct baby dolls, with the little penis, and they look very baby doll-like. And so it's Christmas morning, and she's like, Brooke, get up, let's go open presents. She was really more excited for it than I was sometimes. So I run downstairs, and she's like, do you want to see what Santa Claus got you for Christmas? I'm like, yeah. So she, gives me the present, and I'm unwrapping it, and there lies the anatomically correct baby doll. But then I see on the baby doll this white piece of paper, and I look down on it, and I see that it's a receipt with my mom's signature. And I get one of the, those when you are about to cry uncontrollably, one of those knots in your throat? And I start to feel that, and I just take the receipt, and I crumple it up, and I stuff it in my pocket, and I tell my parents I need to go to the bathroom, and I run upstairs, I lock my door, and I throw myself into my bed, and I'm crying uncontrollably. And here's when I just go completely overboard and beyond. And I get out my diary, and I'm writing ferociously, saying this is like the end of my life, that I can't believe that my whole entire life has been a lie, and I don't know what I believe in anymore. And then I say, you don't want to be naive anymore, and I'm not really sure who I think I'm writing to in my diary, but I tell them, if you want to know the truth about this planet that you're living on, then turn the next page. And there in my diary, I looked at this a couple weeks ago, is the receipt. And sadly to say, after that day, my family never bought whole milk anymore.